Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you would be safe and sound inside your homes. The Chinese born virus, considered to be born from Wuhan city of China, has put really life in danger. More than 12 lakh people died worldwide. In India, its infection rate is increasing and mortality rate is also increasing. The sector that met with a huge loss is the educational sector. Schools remain shut right from the onset of April, and elementary classes or elementary schools are at the moment shut. Some physical mode of teaching is going on in high schools and high secondaries, but the attendance of students is also least there because of fear of COVID-19 infection. Dear students, in order to minimize your academic loss or compensate this academic loss, you must put extra efforts, you must do extra hard work so that you can crack the coming exams with nice percentage of marks. Dear students, hard work and self-study having no substitute, and you have to manage your time. You have to do hard work. You have to put extra efforts to crack the examinations with good percentage of marks. The students class 10th and 12th subject English today we are dealing with an important topic in your English, that is the essay writing. Dear students, first of all, you need to know what's an essay. Essay is a formal piece of writing that deals with a single subject or that contains a single subject. Essay is written, typically it is written to try to pursue the reader, to pursue the reader, try to pursue the reader the selected research evidence. Dear students, generally an academic essays have three parts, that is the introduction, body or middle part, and the conclusion. In introduction, gives reader an idea what he is going to learn, what he is about to learn, and similarly, in he can put arguments thereafter. And middle part, that is the body, it is gives an evidence and proof to accept the reader's viewpoint. So accept the author's viewpoint, not readers, accept the author's viewpoint. So in the body, it is the proof and evidence given to accept the author's viewpoint. And in the conclusion, that is the last part of the essay, is it is where we summarize the content and the findings of the essay. Dear students, I am repeating the things for you first. An essay is the short piece of formal writing. It is typically written to try to persuade the reader the selected evidence research. Dear students, an academic essay has three parts generally, or mainly, that is the introduction, body or middle part, and the conclusion. In introduction, it is just gives reader an idea what you have to learn from this particular essay or the and present his argument. In the body, it is the proof and evidence of the author's viewpoint. And third is the that is the conclusion where we summarize the content and findings of an essay. Now, dear students, often these essays are asked in the board examinations. You are asked to write an essay on a historical place. So you have like Taj Mahal, like red historical monument like Taj Mahal or the Red Fort. Your heading becomes, or your title sentence becomes then the Red Fort or the Taj Mahal. And you have to introduction, body, and the conclusion. You have to start somewhere the essay. You have to describe somewhere, that is the body, and you have to conclude the essay, that is you have to summarize the content and the findings of the essay. So the essay having three main parts, that is the introduction, that is this body or middle part, and the conclusion. But there is something you can write down an essay in two, three, or four paragraphs. In a paragraph, it is different from a paragraph. In a paragraph, you just there is also a body, introduction, body, and conclusion, but that is simply in one paragraph. But in essay, you are free that how many paragraphs you can use. But you have to keep in mind that there should be introduction, there should be body, and there should be conclusion. An effective essay contains a good introduction, nice body, and a nice conclusion. For example, when you are writing an essay on environment pollution, you have to introduce it, you have to describe it, what is the environment pollution, and in the end, you have to summarize what we have to do, how these things can be controlled. So your introduction, your body, and your conclusion should be very nice, and this grammatically it should be the sound also. Dear students, so your essay is the short piece of writing, formal piece of writing. It is typically written to try to pursue the reader the selected evidence research. Dear students, you can write down an essay in three or more paragraphs, but if you are asked to write an essay about 200 words on any historical monument or environment pollution or a mobile phone or a computer laptop, you must follow the examiner what he is saying. To conclude, you need to conclude your essay in just 200 words, what is written in your question paper and what the examiner wants from you. But in these 200 words, you have to put the introduction as well as the body, and you have to conclude an essay. But there, like paragraph, it is different because in paragraph you do not don't drop second paragraph, but in essay can be written in three or four man paragraphs. But remember that there should be body, there should be conclusion, there should be an introduction, and what about what you are writing an essay, these all sentences that you use in the body, in the conclusion, in this introduction should revolve around the title sentence or the title word. And you should never use unwanted material. For example, when you are writing an essay on the Taj Mahal, you should not bring the details of the this California fort or the something else there. This is the unwanted material there. So you have to keep in mind that the essay can be written in three or four paragraphs, but what examiner wants from you, if it is 200 or 300 words, you should conclude it just what is given on the question paper or what the examiner wants from you, and you should put their introduction body as well as the conclusion. You should you should use the very easy language that the examiner should comprehend it easily, and you should also use the grammatical things very well in the composition, where the punctuation you should follow the rules for the punctuation you should follow, where the full stop, where the comma, where colon, where semicolon things are used, that should be well mentioned in the essay. Otherwise this essay will not fetch very good percentage of the marks. Dear students, this is all about an essay. If any sort of confusion may strike after watching this video, you can call me. The number is lying already in your position. Better is to see an essay format, an essay sample on your grammar book that's available with you, and grasp the things well. In case of any query, you can call me. You are free to call me. I'm at your disposal around the clock. Thanks. Be blessed.